Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about the latest news in regards to Reading Football Club. Now as always, the news that is about Reading is in regards to their potential takeover. Now Reading have released a club statement today as they have promised to do every single month. The following statement has the topics of the court case that Reading are in with Rob Cohig, which took place on Friday. There's talk of the exclusivity that Reading are currently in with their potential new owners, as well as the EFL's disqualification of Dai Young. Now, before we get into the club statement, Reading today had a winding up petition put up against them. It came from Skell & Brown Limited, who are a football player agency. They currently hold former Reading representatives like Alex McCarthy, Gareth McCleary and Tom Holmes, just to name a couple, and they also have a current Reading player on their books too with Harvey Nibbs. Now, a winding up petition is normally the last resort for a company if they are owed some sort of money, so it looks as if something to do with like an agent fee or a player fee is something that Reading haven't paid. I can't imagine it's anything to do with current players and misplaced wages or not paid wages, as that would definitely be a hot topic and a news headline that would be going out quite far. But I can imagine it's something to do with an agent fee, so I can imagine that's why Reading are in trouble at the moment. Listen, a winding up petition, hopefully, look, in my eyes, and at least in some of people's eyes on the internet, it's going to be coming about because the club is potentially going into administration, and the winding up petition is there to try and help push the sale go through. I can imagine the company are a little bit scared as well, or at least the agency are, that they're not going to get their money that was owed to them, hence why the winding up petition has been sent through. Look, hopefully this will help push the sale through a lot quicker, but there is also a big looming thing over the sale as well, which we'll get into in the club statement. So we'll go ahead and read the club statement for you now. It says, Reading Football Club would like to provide a full and detailed update on various matters. As was the case in the club statement dated the 24th of February, exclusivity remains in place with the proposed purchaser, with the sales proposal including the club, Select Car Leasing Stadium and Bearwood Park Training Facility. All parties remain positive in the desire to complete a transaction at the earliest opportunity. Regarding the ongoing litigation case with Mr. Cohig and last Friday's commercial court hearing, the club can confirm that a formal proposal for an alternative security has been made to Mr. Cohig via his legal representatives. It is hoped that the proposal will be agreed quickly in resolution of the current security impasse to facilitate the sales process. Now, obviously, this here is confirmation that Reading have given Rob Cohig some sort of alternative option, and they've actually made a proposal to him. Now, Mr. Cohig was on his, little media tour where he was talking to Joe Jacobson on a podcast, speaking about how, Reading have never communicated anything with me. I'm never the one that's trying to block the sale and stuff like this. Well, Reading have kind of fired back a little bit here by saying, listen, there's an offer out on there on the table, and we are just waiting for your response. The rest of the club statement goes as follows. The club would like to clarify the current position with the EFL and Mr. Dai's disqualification as a director. Under the terms of the disqualification, Mr. Dai must now divest his interests in Reading Football Club and is committed to doing so to meet this requirement. Following the earlier discussion with the EFL, the time allowed for the divestment to take place was extended until Saturday the 5th of April. Whilst the EFL board ultimately has the power within its regulation to suspend the club amongst its options if Mr. Dai's interests are not divested by this date, we remain in close dialogue with the league with the full intention of avoiding this eventuality. Obviously, this is just confirmation, obviously, of what we had just the other day, where the EFL confirmed that Reading could potentially be disqualified from the league. Look, hopefully it doesn't come to that, and hopefully we get this sale put over the line very soon. Look, for me, I'm kind of a glass half full guy, so I'm going to be out here thinking, hopefully, yeah, this is like going to be pushing the sale. I'm going to be hoping to make it go further, as you know, I'm ever the optimist. Now, the club can confirm it has submitted its 2022 to 23 accounts to Companies House earlier this week, lifting the associated transfer embargo. Whilst the aim is to reconcile and submit the 2023-24 accounts as soon as possible, the club's current position means it's highly unlikely these accounts will be filed before the EFL's March 31st deadline, at which point will be placed under a new transfer embargo until the matter is resolved. So it was good while it lasted. At least we'll be out of a transfer embargo for about 5-6 days. In the meantime, the day-to-day operations of the club will continue, and we would like to thank all staff and players for their commitment as we reach the final stages of the 2024-25 season. The first team performance this campaign has been outstanding, and all focus is on a strong finish in the hunt for a top 6 place. At academy level, there is evidently a strong pathway for youth talent to emerge, perhaps most notably with the under-18 side reaching the Premier League under-18 Cup final next month. To our fans, thank you for the consistent and unwavering support at all levels of the club. Your desire to see the sale completed is acknowledged and shared from all those associated with our fantastic club, and there is a strong hope a resolution for this will be found imminently. Now, to me, this is a positive club statement. It's been one of the more detailed club statements as well that Reading have released for a very long time. Obviously, I sit here and talk about these club statements almost every month, and I almost felt like you should take them with a pinch of salt. But this one seemed a lot more positive. I feel like the last one did too, and I feel like we're slowly getting towards the end of the light of the tunnel. Now, is that end of the light of the tunnel where we shouldn't be? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we don't go towards the light and everything's killed off. I'm hoping we go towards the end of that light and we finally see some positive things for Reading Football Club. Now, obviously, disqualification is potentially around the corner, so the sale of the club is very, very important, and I'm hoping that's something that takes place very soon. But looking through that club statement, Reading have obviously gone ahead and proposed an offer to Rob Cohig to be able to, well, stop blocking the sale, almost, is what it sounds like. And also it's good that the exclusivity is still there with Robert Piatek, who obviously look, knows that something is going on pretty bad with Reading at the moment. So look, fingers crossed that he isn't going to lose interest. Well, that's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.